Greyhound View this week, we review the semi-finals of the NAMID 575 from Newbridge, the Comfort Cakes National Puppy Stake from Shelbourne Park, along with the Champion Bitch Stake from Thurles. And we speak to DJ Heston about syndication. But first, it's racing from Harold's Cross. The Ted Hegarty Marathon reached the semi-final stage last Friday night at Harold's Cross, and we welcome Michael Fortune back from his travels to take us through the lineup.
The first semi-final of the Ted Hegarty Marathon, and in Trap 1 we have TIMMIES HONCHO, won by Larry and Jerry Callery, a son of HONCHO Classic and TIMMIES Fancy. Strong stare, but has it all to do here. Number 2, Miss Sonian Absentee, and in 3 we have the red-hot favourite, Erica's Equity, owned by Noel Ryan, trained by Paul Young, a daughter of Smooth Rumble and Mosney Flower. This one a red-hot favourite to win this contest, the top stayer across the water, and looks very much the one to beat here. Trap 4 is also vacant, and in 5 we have Congo Cosmos, owned by Peter Call, a daughter of Blue Merlin and Wine Tavern Pace, a winner in 58.97 last week. That leaves her with a bit to find against number 3, but Congo Cosmos, a strong stayer, rarely runs a bad race. And in 6 we have the likely second favourite, Correct Buddy, owned by Pat Rooney, a daughter of Arrigal Buddy and Correct and Right. She's won 24 of her 68 races, a very pacey performer on her night, and a very strong stayer too. The bell goes for this first semi-final of the Ted Hegarty Marathon. In 1 is TIMMIES HONCHO, Trap 2 vacant, 3 the red-hot favourite, Erica's Equity, 4 is vacant, Lincoln Honour, 5 Congo Cosmos, and 6 Correct Buddy away to go. The favourites out well, it's Erica's Equity leading to the corner from 5 Congo Cosmos. Number 1 going up strongly on the inside, hits the favourite, and the favourite loses considerable ground there, but is now back in third place again as number 1 TIMMIES HONCHO leads down the far side from 5 Congo Cosmos, 3 Erica's Equity in third. Now Erica's Equity moves up to challenge for second place as they come up towards the stands now off this final bend for a circuit to race, and it's number 1 TIMMIES HONCHO out front. Now the favourite Erica's Equity showing a clear second, looks a winner. 5 Congo Cosmos in third and 6 Correct Buddy at the rear. Heading out onto the 6th bend now with TIMMIES HONCHO number 1 being challenged by 3 Erica's Equity. A very strong stare this one, she takes it up halfway down the far side. 6 Correct Buddy is beginning to run in third, but it's Erica's Equity, the hot favourite, out clear now on the final bend from number 1 TIMMIES HONCHO, running a big race in second, TIMMIES HONCHO, but now the favourite beginning to power on and drawing away up the straight as number 3 Erica's Equity wins this handily from 1 TIMMIES HONCHO and 6 Correct Buddy in third, the time 58.21. The result of the first semi-final, the winner number 3 Erica's Equity, trained by Paul Young, second number 1 is TIMMIES HONCHO, and third number 6 Correct Buddy, time 58.21. So to the second semi-final, where in Trap 1 we have Group Champ, owned by Mary Kenny, a son of Vintage Prince and Senard Sunset, a very strong stayer. This fellow has a great record over 6 bend distances in particular. Number 2 is Metric Tiger, owned by Larry Byrne, trained by Johnny Kavanagh, son of Smooth Rumble and Metric Melba. Winner of this event in the past, he has come back from retirement to contest this year's event and won his first round impressively. In 3, the youngster of the party, Lady Lisa, daughter of Coonough Chief and Tolka's Queen, owned and trained by Jerry Smith. She's won 4 of her 13 races and ran quite well here in the opening round. In 4 is Slave Driver, owned by the Uncnock Brack Syndicate, trained by Paul Hennessy. A daughter of Split the Bill and Sleek Rose, ran extremely well in the opening round and on the clock has a real chance of winning this one. Number 5 is GORTKELLY Linda, owned by Andy Murray. A daughter of Judicial Pride and Fancy Silver, has won 4 of her 20 races and ran an absolute blinder behind Erica's Equity last time. Then in 6 is Rundle Jersey, owned by Ann Moran, but trained by Paul Young across the water. A daughter of Split the Bill and Benroe Billy, bidding to complete the semi-final double for Paul Young. Rundle Jersey ran well behind Congo Cosmos last time. Here starts his journey for this second semi-final of the Ted Hegarty Marathon. In 1 Group Champ, 2 Metric Tiger, 3 Lady Lisa, 4 Slave Driver, 5 GORTKELLY Linda, and 6 Rundle Jersey. They're away. Number 2 out well, Metric Tiger, but 3 Lady Lisa leads up from 2 Metric Tiger in second. Number 4, that's Slave Driver, running well in third, but this one is stretching on out front. It's number 3 Lady Lisa, the youngster of the party, opening up a lead of 6-7 lengths over number 2 Metric Tiger in second. 1 Group Champ putting in a big run into the third bend. Coming on now towards the straight with a circuit to go as they cross the line next time. It's 3 Lady Lisa, still a commanding lead here. From number 2 Metric Tiger in second is beginning to close. 1 Group Champ is next and then 4 Slave Driver. Around the 5th bend now, and it's still number 3 Lady Lisa in front. Number 2 Metric Tiger, the veteran, he's closing and now moving up strongly to challenge, but going well also is number 1 Group Champ as they head into the 5th bend. Metric Tiger takes it up. 1 Group Champ is in second. Now they're beginning to pile up in behind. Number 5 GORTKELLY Linda putting in a run, but coming off the final bend, it's 2 Metric Tiger out front. He's extending his advantage up the straight. 6 Rundle Jersey running on strongly, but it's number 2 Metric Tiger the winner from 6 Rundle Jersey. It's close for third. And the result of the second semi-final of the Ted Hegarty Marathon, the winner number 2 Metric Tiger owned by Larry Byrne, second number 6 Rundle Jersey, and third number 4 Slave Driver, the time 58:95. The final of the Ted Hegarty Marathon will be run on Friday night next, and the draw has resulted in 1 TIMMIES HONCHO, 2 Rundle Jersey, 3 Metric Tiger, 4 Erica's Equity, 5 Slave Driver, and 6 Correct Buddy.
Well, Ted, we've just seen the semi-finals and now the trap draw. I'd imagine Erica's Equity to be a hot favourite in the final.
It will probably be no betting with me. I'll be betting on the distance. I think there's probably a better chance of she getting thrown overboard on the liffey or on the board coming over than losing that stake.
The only hope of getting her beaten, perhaps a bit of bumping, barging. What about the likes of Metric Tiger running very well? He's over 4 years of age.
Yeah, but I think she probably has about 10 or 12 lengths in hand and she'd probably have to fall because she almost got a lot of trouble tonight and she still won by 7 or 8 lengths.
She certainly looks in a class of her own. If you had to pick something for second, what would you go for?
Well, I hope Metric Tiger. He's an old dog. He has been a stud and he's running well and I would like to see him finishing second.
Newbridge Stadium also ran the semi-finals of the NAMID 575 last Friday evening. A good crowd turned out on the night, all very much in the Christmas spirit. We join in Fortune now for the action on the track.
The runners now in traps for the opening semi-final of the NAMID 575. In 1 Attica Dream, trap 2 Blonde Rumble, in 3 Hawkwell Boy, 4 is Call Me Val, in 5 Beaming Surprise, and 6 completes the lineup. That is Ballymurn Bandit. Here now, well on the way up behind traps, away they go. Blonde Rumble off to a flyer in trap 2. Easily leads into the corner. Number 3 in second, Hawkwell Boy. Back in third, number 4, Call Me Val. But around the corner, and number 2, Blonde Rumble already looks to have this one in the bag. Number 3, Hawkwell Boy in second. Then comes number 4, Call Me Val. But down the far side, number 2, Blonde Rumble racing clear of number 3, Hawkwell Boy. In third, number 4, Call Me Val. Further back, number 5, Beaming Surprise showing pace. But it's still number 2, Blonde Rumble. He's going to lead into the home straight. Number 3, Hawkwell Boy trying to close the gap. In third, number 5, Beaming Surprise showing pace. But number 2, Blonde Rumble, a very easy winner. Second, number 3, Hawkwell Boy. Third, number 5, that was Beaming Surprise. 31:32, the winning time. And the result of the opening semi-final of the NAMID 575, Blonde Rumble the winner. Second, number 3, Hawkwell Boy. And third, number 5, Beaming Surprise. 31:32, the winning time. Runners now in traps for the second semi-final. In 1 Moatview Lady, trap 2 Kilgowan Melody, in 3 Corrig Nikita, in 4 Ullet Fancy, 5 Brave Gale, and 6 Maple Girl. They're well on the way, up behind boxes, away they go. Number 2 Kilgowan Melody makes a good start, as does number 5 Brave Gale, but into the corner it's number 2 Kilgowan Melody, shows good dash, leads in from number 3 Corrig Nikita. Around the corner it's Kilgowan Melody, Corrig Nikita and chase. Back in third, number 1, that's Moatview Lady, but out front number 2 Kilgowan Melody leads a length. Number 3 now Corrig Nikita trying to close in second, a further gap to number 1 Moatview Lady. The rest are out of it. Into the third bend, Kilgowan Melody and number 3 Corrig Nikita take a bit of bump there. Number 1 now, Moatview Lady squeezes through to take up the running as they turn the final corner. It's number 1 Moatview Lady, she won't be caught, staying on strongly. Moatview Lady wins it. It's close for second, perhaps number 3 Corrig Nikita. Kilgowan Melody in third. The winning time 31:54. And the result of the second semi-final, trap 1 Moatview Lady running on well to grab the victory. Second, number 3 Corrig Nikita, and third, number 2 Kilgowan Melody. 31:54, the winning time. The trap draw for the final was made by Pat Murtaugh of Newbridge Stud, has resulted as follows. 1 Hawkwell Boy, in 2 Corrig Nikita, 3 Blonde Rumble, in 4 Kilgowan Melody, 5 Beaming Surprise, and 6 Moatview Lady. Trap number 3, Blonde Rumble, looks the one to beat.
The Comerford Cakes National Puppy Stake 525 continues to hold the interest of the crowds. Once again, the racing was brilliant for the semi-finals. We join Ian for the lineup of the opening heat.
1 Fat Budgie, trained by Paul Hennessy for the Bin Drinking Syndicate in Kilkenny. Son of Larkle Joe and My Mentha. Powers to the corner, ideally drawn on the rails. 1 that could represent value. In trap 2, the Puppy Derby winner and certain favourite, he's DROOPYS CAHILL. trained by Ian Riley for the Peters Carroll Keogh Syndicate in Meath, a son of top honcho and Droopy's Kristen, a real professional. He flies to the corner, he motors down the back, and he stays. This a serious greyhound. In 3, Pollardstown Rex, owned and trained by the very colourful Teddy Hegarty. This the son of Deanside Equity and Coodove, a massive tracker with powers down the far side. Stays strongly. He's won with a huge chance here. In 4, CATUNDA DIDA, trained by Michael Byrne for Pete Doherty in Dublin, the son of Spar Nikita and Daffodil Dance, a very much improving tracker, yet to finish out of the first 3, but he's available at 20 to 1 and he needs plenty of luck. Trap 5 is GELDROPS Touch, trained by Owen McKenna for Pierre Brouet in Belgium. This the son of Droopys Vieri and Sporting Cleo. Did 28.66 in the opening round, was the fastest of the round on that occasion. Beat Pollardstown Rex. He needs a similar start here, and he's won with big chances. And 6 completes the lineup. Droopys Carling, trained by Owen McKenna for David Miles, a second representative for Owen McKenna. This is the son of Droopys Vieri and Droopys Chloe. He'll be motoring from the second bend. If there's any trouble, watch out for this fellow. Runners in traps for the 8th race. It's the opening semi-final of the Cumberford Cakes National Puppy Stake. The hair up behind the boxes, dogs all set, and away they go. And first to show number 1, Fat Budgie, leads up with number 3 now, Pollardstown Rex, showing good dash on the outside. Around the corner, it's Pollardstown Rex, goes round in front. In second, number 1, Fat Budgie, Droopys Cahill, in awful trouble. He's back in 5th, but out front, it's number 3, Pollardstown Rex, leads by 6 or 7 lengths. Number 6, Droopys Carling is absolutely flying in second. In third, number 1, Fat Budgie, but around the final corner, it's Pollardstown Rex. Here comes number 6, Droopys Carling. Around the final corner, Pollardstown Rex, Droopys Carling coming to the line. It's going to be very close. That's one for the judge. Perhaps Droopys Carling, 28.56 the winning time. Back in third, Fat Budgie. And the results of the opening semi-final, Droopys Carling coming from an impossible position to beat number 3, Pollardstown Rex. Third, number 1, Fat Budgie, 28.56 the winning time.
Join us in part 2 for the remaining heat of the semi-final. We rejoin Ian now for the parade of the second semi-final of the National Puppy Stake.
1, Droopys Scoles, trained by Ian Riley for the Peters Carroll Keogh Syndicate in Meath, a son of top honcho and Droopys Kristen. This an absolute superstar. He's won 6 from 9 starts. He has blistering pace throughout. In trap 2, Chatting Home, trained by Marcella Campbell for Tanya Campbell. This a son of Larkill Joe and Home Sweet Home. He'll be doing his best work at the finish, but he needs plenty of luck. He's available at a big price. In 3, Purple Monkey, trained by Mary Gilbert for Graham Ash, a son of Droopys Vieri and Perry's Pusher, the likely raced runner of the field. He's only had 4 races, yet to open his account, but this fellow has big speed. In 4, Premier Fantasy, trained by Seamus Graham from Michael McElhatton in Tyrone, a son of Premier County and Nifty Neve. Highly impressive last week, 28.45. This, another star of the future. In 5, BEAMOKEE, trained by Owen McKenna, who won the opening semi-final with Droopys Carling. This owned by Roy Maidman, a son of Ron O'Kee and CATUNDA. Normally flies to the corner, bolted from traps last time. And 6, DROOPYS VINCI completes the lineup, a second runner for Ian Riley, owned by the Young at Heart Syndicate in England. This a son of Droopys Cool and Droopys Ashling. He's won 3 of 13 starts. I think this fellow may move inwards in the opening yards. Runners in traps for the second semi-final of the National Puppy Stake. Once again, the favourite in trap 1, that's Droopys Scoles. The hair up behind boxes. And away they go. Fast start. This number 5, BEAMOKEE. Droopys Scoles slightly missed time to start. Number 4, Premier Fantasy going well in second. But out front is number 5, BEAMOKEE. Now Premier Fantasy takes over. Droopys Scoles in terrible trouble. Back in 5th. But out front, Premier Fantasy races into a 3 or 4 length lead over number 5, BEAMOKEE. Back in third, number 6, DROOPYS VINCI. But this race is over. Number 4, Premier Fantasy races clear. 5 or 6 lengths clear of number 5, BEAMOKEE. Then comes number 2, Chatting Home. Droopys Scoles won't be qualifying. Premier Fantasy will though. Races to an easy victory. Second, number 5, BEAMOKEE. Third, number 2, Chatting Home. The winning time, 28.59. And the result of the second semi-final, trap 4, Premier Fantasy, an impressive winner. Second, number 5, BEAMOKEE. Third, number 2, Chatting Home. The winning time, 28.59. Aidan Cumberford made the trap draw for the final of the Cumberford Cakes National Puppy Stake, and it has resulted as follows. 1, Fat Budgie. In trap 2, Chatting Home, wearing the white jacket. In 3, Pollardstown Rex. Premier Fantasy races from trap 4. In 5, Droopys Carling, and completing the lineup in the stripes, BEAMOKEE. Pollardstown Rex and Premier Fantasy are likely to dispute favouritism in the final, but it could go any way. It promises to be a real thriller.
The Irish Greyhound Board recognise that syndication is a major growth area for the greyhound industry and therefore have set up a syndication programme. A newly appointed member of Board Nagon, DJ Heston, dedicates most of his time to that programme.
When a syndicate member or syndicate make contact with me, we'll initially decide on what budget the syndicate wish to invest in procuring a greyhound and how many people they wish to have in the syndicate. Once we've established that, then there are 3 steps involved in completing the process, and the first step is to actually locate the greyhound, so I can put syndicate members in contact with reputable breeders. The second step then is the actual choosing of the trainer, and that will depend on where the syndicate wish to race their greyhound. We would tend to base the dog in that vicinity. So again, we have a database of professional licensed trainers which they can choose from. And the third part of the process is the actual administration end of it, which is basically form filling, registering the syndicate with the registration body, maybe name changing or legally putting the dog into the syndicate's name. And again, they can channel all that through me and I will take care of all that for them. Basically, we want to take the effort out of setting up a syndicate and allow the syndicate to enjoy the finer parts of syndication.
We were 10 lads who used to go out to the dogs quite regularly. We'd go once a month. We were never very successful at the betting end of it, so it kind of grew from there that we says, well, maybe we'd buy a dog. Initially, we started off, we went down our own channel at trying to find a greyhound. It was more of a contact through a friend of a friend kind of thing, and we weren't too sure about that. We were a bit naive because none of us had any experience in looking for a dog. We didn't know what to look for in a greyhound. So we tried that end of things and we were scared off that way. So one of the chaps then looked on the internet, saw that there was the Irish Greyhound Board and that they offered a syndication programme. So we just rang up DJ, and really DJ took it from there for us. He took all the hassle out of us trying to find the dog, and he sourced the dog for us, told us. We told him how much we had to spend, and he went out and it got us the best dog he could for that money. It's been a way to keep in contact with people that I wouldn't normally have seen for months on end. Now I'm in contact with them maybe once a week, so it's kind of copper fastened our friendship.
And this is the first official trial for the syndicate's dog, You're Only Gorgeous, trained by Mal Thomas.
The 2 puppies now in traps for this qualifying trial. The one we're watching is trap 5, You're Only Gorgeous. You're Only Gorgeous comes away reasonably well, but number 1 now takes over. You're Only Gorgeous in second, owned by the Wogap Syndicate. He's about a length and a half down, going into the corner. Number 1 extending his advantage slightly. Number 5, that's You're Only Gorgeous, checked slightly at that point, now swinging wide off the second bend, but it's number 1 that's going to win this qualifying trial. Number 5, You're Only Gorgeous, running hard enough up the home straight. At the line, 19.59 the winning time. The distance, 3 lengths. Promising puppies.
Delighted with the way he ran. I mean, the 1970 odd would be a good run for a first time. From now on, we'll take it fairly steady. I say in about 2 weeks' time, we give him a 5.25, maybe here or maybe a 4.10 at Dundalk. He's a big galloping dog, and he wouldn't want to go to a small track. It's in the lap of the gods now, but he had every chance to get beaten a long way there. He got balked at the bend, and he stuck to his guns. He hunted it well. Be delighted.
The Princess Lotto Syndicate Greyhound ran last week at the official opening of Galway, and they had a tremendous night. They're a very enthusiastic syndicate, and I think all their friends and family turned up as well, and they certainly made their presence felt, and they're really enjoying their venture into syndication.
The story is the O'Grady's syndicate in the Lotto won some money, an undisclosed sum. So we decided that we would buy a greyhound. That's how the dog started. We then went to Sean Mullins, and Sean Mullins went and bought the greyhound. Well, I think it's actually a bit complicated now, but he didn't know which one to put down for the Lotto, so he decided to give us half of 2 dogs. So there's a Princess Lotto too, you know. So in the last number of months, Sean has been training Princess Lotto, and now she has reached this stage.
And this stage was the final of the HGL O'Connor 5.25. George McDonough takes up the commentary.
The hare comes behind Traps for our second event on tonight's card, and away from Traps and very well away is 4 Lisa Honey.
Lisa Honey leads up by 2 lengths from in second place. Trap 3, Crackling Lucy going around the first bend. Lisa Honey tracking a middle course is in front, but from second place Crackling Lucy. In third is Trap 1, Princess Lotto, and then it's a couple of lengths back to 5 ready to jive as they race down the far side, and Trap 3 going up to throw out the challenge, and that is Crackling Lucy. Crackling Lucy throws out the challenge at the third bend. In second place is Trap 1, Princess Lotto, and going on back in third is Trap 4, the Ailer and Lisa Honey, but racing towards the line. Princess Lotto the inside and near side, Crackling Lucy. Crackling Lucy going to hold out Princess Lotto, but in third place Trap 4, Lisa Honey, an exciting finish to the HGL O'Connor 525.
The syndicate members were obviously over the moon watching their dog cross the line, but unfortunately it was decided against Princess Lotto in a photo finish.
I thought he came first, but maybe, is it official?
Yes, it's official.
It's second place, right? Well, that's okay too. It's going to be second anyways. I'll have to get that dog better steak. I'll have to move him on to fillet. He's on round steak at the moment from O'Donnell's meat market, but we'll have to give him the fillet.
Well, if you want to enjoy the fun of syndication, you can get more information on www.igb.ie. This week it's all about semi-finals, and Thurles held the penultimate round of the Moyne Rebel Champion Bitch Stake last Saturday night. Mal Keaveney was there.
Dogs are in traps now for the first of the semi-finals. Ballymac Returns is 1, 2 Legal Moment, 3 Miss LED, Local Angel 4, 5 Anacarty Haka, and 6 Sparta Cleo. In box 2, Legal Moment is looking for her third win on the trot around Thurles. Ballymac Returns poses a big challenge in box 1, but poorly away. Legal Moment is out very smartly from Miss LED. Sparta Cleo is also well in contention at that opening bend, but going clear now. It's 2, Legal Moment in front now by 3 to 4 lengths. The battle is on behind. Ballymac Return improves, moves into second, but our leader still Legal Moment by 3 at the third bend, and in between the closing 2 bends holds her advantage. It's Legal Moment now. Ballymac Returns is still there, so too Miss LED up towards the line. It's going to be a very good victory indeed for Legal Moment. Ballymac Returns is also through, as is Miss LED. Confirmation now of the result of the opening semi-final. A very good win by Legal Moment. Second, Ballymac Returns, and back in third, Miss LED. The winning time, 28.61. Loading is completed now for the second of the semi-finals. Tyrone Marita is 1, Fergus Rose 2, Comet Flight is 3, in 4 Crossford Dawn, 5 Fiontro Nelly, and 6 Spellbound. It's difficult to see defeat here for 6 Spellbound. Here comes towards straps, and they're off and racing. Spellbound is out reasonably well, but so too Tyrone Marita on the inside. Crossford Dawn also well in contention. It's Tyrone Marita now that leads going into the second bend. Tyrone Marita, the battle is on behind. Fergus Rose is in contention now. Spellbound beginning to mount her challenge, closest to within 3 lengths of our leader Tyrone Marita. Second is Spellbound, and beginning to close all the time. They hit the final bend. It's Tyrone Marita up towards the line. This is a huge upset here. Spellbound is second, it's close for third. Result of the second semi-final, it's a victory here for Tyrone Marita, second Spellbound, and third Fergus Rose. The time 28.71. The trap draw for the final of the Moyne Rebel Champion Bitch Stake is as follows. In 1, Fergus Rose. Miss LED in 2, Legal Moment 3, 4, Tyrone Marita, 5, Ballymac Returns, and 6, the only wide seed in the final, Spellbound.
For quick and concise information on Greyhound form, race cards and a multitude of data, visit the New Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie. Next week we feature all the finals to include the Ted Hegarty Marathon from Harold's Cross, the NAMID 575 from Newbridge, along with the Comerford Cakes National Puppy Stake from Shelbourne Park, and the Moyne Rebel Champion Bitch Stake from Thurles.